All right, in this video, I'm going to go over the number one reason why most people blow their funny accounts and seem to not be able to pass and get their first payout. As you can see, I have 3 things listed here, and I'm going to break this down. And after this video, you're going to know exactly what not to do with trading and how to, have your trading strategy and just be a better trader in general. And then also just like mentally what it takes to actually, make it in this industry. All right, guys, I have absolutely nothing written down behind here. That was purely just, retention, okay? Had to get y'all dopamine addicts in this video, okay? So, obviously, I'm going to break down more than just 3 things here. Most of the reasons I would say most people do it is overtrading. Oh, I already have caps on. Overtrading is definitely the number 1 reason. Number 2, I would say just like over trading for sure, over leveraging, but like that's just risk management. Risk management is definitely one, and then number 3. But honestly, I would move this to number 2 or number 3, and I'd make. So let me swap these. This is like an order of popularity. Definitely over trading, like you take a loss and then you just stay on the markets and keep trading. And I'd say the number 2 is 100%, what was it called? Revenge trading, which I think falls in the same rule. They all kind of go together here because, like, if you lose one trade and if you wanted to make it back, like, you're just going to up the risk. Like, if trade 1 you take and you lose 500 and you normally form a 2RR, you're going to risk 1,000 and try to double your money. You're going to try to make the same money that you would have, especially with the way fund accounts are set up. And also, I would just say, like, okay, maybe change risk management here to, like, passing as fast as possible. We're AFAP, as fast as possible. What y'all know about that? So the ASAP, as soon as possible, we're doing as fast as possible. Passing AFAP, okay? So no fapping allowed, okay? No fapping. But on the real though, so like fund accounts are set up dopamine, like mentally to like mess you up. They give you like parameters, money wise, goal wise. Like that's why I don't like, me personally, what I don't like is like Top Step rules before, where they had no consistency rule, right? And they had the 5K payout, and then you need 4 days of $150. Like people would pass their accounts, they would just full port them, especially beginners. Like I'm really talking about people that haven't gotten their first payout. Like you should not be trading like these influencers that you see online that are just full porting accounts. Like that's, oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many accounts you're going to blow. I have blown probably upwards, at this point, probably upwards of 50 accounts. 50, I would say. Probably right around there, 50 to 100. And I probably blew, like, let's just say 30 before I got my first ever payout. But what's funny is I literally passed the first account I ever attempted, right? Like, I passed the first account I ever attempted. And it's because I literally was, like, dialed with my rules. Like, I was demo trading, following my rules. I was taking 1 trade a day. 1 trade. Win or lose, got off. I was risking buffers 2K, so I'd risk 500 or even 400, right? And this gives me either 5 or 4 losses before I blow it in a row, which was rare even for my demo trading when I was new to trading. And 1 trade a day, win or loss, get off, and that was it, right? And I passed my first one, but as soon as I passed it, what changed from the way I was trading here is now I realized, like, oh, shoot, I can actually get money now. So then my goal, my mentality was focused more on money, which is no bueno. You're not going to make money. Because if I wanted to make the most money, I would overtrade. I would take as many trades as possible, and I would fap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would literally... That's such diabolical. But I would literally take, like, if I wanted to make the most money, I want it now. I want it now. I want to see green. I was only focusing on my end of day. Like, was I green for the day? And if not, I was going to blow the account or be green. And that's basically what happened. Honestly, first trade I think I followed my rules. I took a loss. And then, like, the second day I took a loss again. And I was like, no. And I think I blew it. Like, I think it was like that fast. And then that kind of kept me in this mentality because I was like, oh, shoot, now I'm down money. And the whole time I was so stressed. And all I could think about was this. And I just kept losing, kept blowing accounts. Credit card, my let me delete all this so I have some room. My debt on my credit card just kept going up. I just kept charging. I got at one point I had like a 10K max on my credit card, and I think I was down to I think I had used 6K of it. Mind you, I was DoorDashing, making like little no money. I'm married, so like I have to take care of I want to be in a position as a man to take care of my wife. I do not want to be a non-provider as a man. I want to be able to, take care of her and give her the things that she wants and be able to buy her whatever she wants, be able to give her food, like whatever. If she wants it, I wanted to be able to buy it. That was my mentality. I wanted to be able to take care of her, basically make it to where she will never have to stress about money, never even think about money. For my family, I wanted them to so I was betting on myself. I was using my credit card as a bet against I do not recommend this. The stress and anxiety and the mental frame I was in was horrible. So I literally had $4,000 left. But I remember telling myself, I was like, listen, if I get to 10K on my debt, who cares? That's just $10,000, right? People spend money on way dumber things. College is like $50K to like $100,000, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm going to bet on myself. If I get to 10K, I was going to stop trading funded accounts and pick up 3 jobs. I was just going to work. I was literally going to work just as much as possible, pay it off. But luckily, thankful for the Lord for this. I got to like 6.5 maybe, and I got my first 4K payout with Alpha Futures with their 0 accounts. I had 3 of them, passed them, built a buffer, got to the payout threshold, took my first payout. Honestly, didn't even feel anything off the first payout. I was like, in my head, really, it like didn't feel any different. I was trading really good for like a month. It took me like a whole month. Just trading, like I was risking like 300 a trade, like real small. Like I was not going for bangers. Got 4K, which helped me, right? I was like, oh, nice. This is nice. I can pay off some of my credit card. Next month, made another 4K. Following my rules, same exact accounts. It was a little bit easier. I was like traveling a little bit, so I wasn't trading like all the time, which honestly I think helped my mental. And made another. And then the next month, I made another 4K. Got another payout with them. So it was 3 months in a row I got payouts with them. And that's when I was like, you know what? We need to get more accounts. We need to start now scaling. So now, like, I completely paid off my debt. I had like 2 months of rent and like, enough for like food for 2 months. So I basically had like 2 months paid for, chill guy. And then my credit card was at 0 again. So I was like, okay, I'm going to continue to bet myself. I bought 10 Apex accounts. And I bought 5 Tradeify accounts. Get a phone call. 1 sec. You're good. Let me just block this phone call. We're dialed right now. 10 Apex accounts, 5 Tradeify accounts. Pass both of them. Pass this in 1 day. Pass these bad boys, right? Oh, shoot. It's getting real. Daily payouts. End up making like 15 off these before I got moved to live. And then off these, I think I made 20K that month. Plus the 4K again from the thing. So like I had an insane month. I was like, bro, this is now getting crazy. And then so I stacked even more, got to where I had 20 of these. And then I still had, end up like blowing these. But I got to where I had 20 of these, which Apex then moved me to live. But moral of the story is the reason I got here wasn't because I was trying to make money. This is not the mental mind, like the mental frame you need to be in. You do not, because if you want to make the most money, you would risk the most, take the most trades. Like that's like mentally, if you're like, how do I make the most money right now specifically? That's not the move. What you need to focus on is how, like your mental front, like how you should think every single day is how. Let me type this one out so it looks better. Let me type this one out. How can I take the best setup today? Wait. I will only, actually, this is the better mentality. I will only take a trade if my setup parameters. I can't spell parameters are met. Sure, that does not look right, but I will only take a trade if my setup parameters are met. Like if your rules are met. Okay, there you go. Let's change that to rules, bro. So I don't look acoustic. Rules. If my trading rules, there we go. That's better. Trading rules are met, right? And obviously there's a little bit of discretional that's built into this as you get better at trading. Like you have more discretional parameters. I'm not just like every single time, I'm not just like, I need liquidity, 5-minute retrace. Like I'm not like that's not all the time. Like I know like I need to see at least, in my opinion, my like main rules, I need at least 3 things, 3 confluences, right? Telling me that my trade idea is right. Obviously time frame, I only trade 9:40 to like 10:10. If I don't find my setup in there, I'm not trading for the day. 3 confluences, time frame, good draw on liquidity, and like really that's it, right? 3 confluences, time frame, good draw on liquidity, and it just needs to feel dumb obvious. And I always ask myself before I take trades is like, would I be mad if I lost this trade? Like, would I be mad if I lost? Yes or no? Okay. And then, am I willing to risk the amount I'm risking? Let me move this over. Like, would I be mad if I lose this trade? And am I willing to risk the amount I'm risking? Like, are you willing to lose 500 on that trade? Also, one thing for sure, like why y'all keep blowing fund accounts on another note is obviously, y'all need to understand, like, don't try to like even if the funding account's 50% consistency to pass, like 50% consistency and 3K profit target, for most of y'all, don't go for the 1,500 2 days in a row. I know it's extremely enticing, and like, yes, for most funding accounts, like you can get in there for like $50 to like $100, but like, unless y'all are just like, unless your money is actually not an issue, right? And you have like mentally proven to yourself, I guess through demo trading, but like if you've never gotten a payout before, I feel like you haven't really proved it to yourself because it's a completely different environment. But what I would say is like, don't try to go for the 1,500 in one day and then get the other 1,500 the next day. Don't try to pass it in 2 days. I would, just in my opinion, like the first time you try to pass one, try to trade it as if you should trade it as if you were going for the payout, right? So you want to build a 2K buffer, ideally. And then you would want to make whatever the payout max cap is. Let's just say it's 2,000. So like your goal when you're trading in the account, once you pass it, is like, okay, I'm wanting to get to 4K. But I want to give myself like basically the entire month. Like you would want to give like $2,000 from one account like in a month is awesome, bro. Trade risking like $400, like that's amazing, especially for beginners. Like that's phenomenal. Like you get the 5 accounts and you're making 10K a month. Like that's how easy it is. Like literally, it's crazy. So like, stop trying to go for these $20,000 months. Okay, you don't have that in you yet. And just like start out like this, get the 2K. So like, okay, what I'm meaning with this is when you're trading this, risk 400 a trade. You would have to lose 5 in a row to blow the account. So it would have to take you an entire week of losing Monday through Friday. is that really going to happen? Like, I don't think y'all are going to lose 5 trades in a row. But if you risk this, lose, take another one, in my opinion, when you take more than one trade a day, there's a higher, like, I feel like your chance of winning is lower. In my opinion, for me personally, from my experience, every single time I've taken 2 trades, 90% of the time, if not like at least 80% of the time, I regret taking it. So like I really try to force myself not to take another setup. That's why I also try to wait super extremely hard for the quality setup. Because if I take the stupid setup early and lose, and then the high quality setup happens, like that would have been the winner if I just sat on my hands. It's annoying, and I don't want to get into that trade. I'm not willing to get in that trade because if it does lose, and if that was statistically a loss that day, I'm going to be angry with myself for taking 2 trades. So just stick to one trade right now. Like, trust me on this. One trade, $400. Like, whatever your RR is, it doesn't really matter as long as it's over 1. Ideally higher, but, whatever. And go for, I mean, if it's a 1R, risk 500. And just take your time to get to the 3K. Like, who cares if it takes you 2 weeks, 3 weeks to pass? And then the next month you get a payout. Like, dude, you're not trading this account at all for money. You're not even trading this for even if you get the 2,000, that's not why you're trading this account. You're trading this first account to prove to yourself, hey, I can do it. You're building mental discipline in the fact of I can trade. You have made money from this skill. It builds confidence in you. And then I want you to buy max allocation. You can go if you've been trading really good, then just risk, on that trade instead of risking 400, risk depending on your R, if it's a 2R, risk 750. Go for the 1,500 and try to pass it in 2 days. Yeah, then once you've proven to yourself hey, I have the skill, I have the ability, I can make money, then bet on yourself. Because now it's yeah, you have the skill now. Let's shorten the time we're on funded accounts. But then once you're on past accounts, then go back to the 400. It's a safe, it should be guaranteed payouts basically, unless you just have a generational losing streak, which is just okay, so be it. You've already proven to yourself you got money. That's the biggest thing. It's proving to yourself mentally that you can do it. But if y'all do not have the ability to take 1 trade a day, get off the markets, close your computer, not take more trades, not over risk, not over leverage. If you can't just take 1 trade, lose, and get off, and then come back later in the day after your mind has cooled down, you're not going to take another trade. You're going to go look at that trade, analyze it, see what you did right, see what you did wrong, and then go to bed, wake up, do it again tomorrow. This is never going to work for you. We are too stuck on a short time frame when it comes to this. Take 2 months to get your first payout. Just know mentally it's not money. This isn't for money. You're trading to become a better trader, not to make more money. You're trading to become better at learning your strategy, not to make money. You're learning to take higher quality setups and what those are, not to make more money. You're learning how to use risk management to your advantage, not to make money. You're learning how to give yourself the best opportunity to then pass the accounts and to then get your first payout, not to make money. And then as your skills increase, guess what? The money will naturally follow. You will be passing accounts way more often. You're going to then gain more capital to your advantage to when then, yes, you should bet on yourself. You should bet on your trades. You should increase your risk on those trades to pass them. Shoot, you can even risk once you pass them. That's when you start betting on yourself. You don't start betting on yourself when you have no money. You're working not a very great job that you want to be at right now. You don't have capital. Even if you do have capital, you haven't proven to yourself you have what it takes. So shut the ego down, buy 1 account, go for your first payout, and then go from there. All right, guys, if you made it this far, you're a dog. I truly believe you can make it. You just actually have to give it the time. It's the hardest skill to make easy money. The money will just fly into your pockets, and it feels unreal. It's hard to believe this. I remember when I was watching videos and people were saying oh, I got my first payout, and then 3 months later I was making $100,000. Or 3 months later I was making $50K a month. 3 months later I was making this, making that. And I was like, no way. That's crazy. But I literally made $4K, and then 3 months later I made 40. 3 months later. And then next month I broke that and hit 42. Are you? That is unreal. And then this month, I've struggled a little bit mentally. I made 16. And then so hopefully this month I'm hoping to get back to 30 piece, but I'm trying to build some numbers, trying to get my accounts back up. But I'm realizing the long-term vision is fine. Like you're gonna have bad months. You're not gonna have they're not like trading is such a fluctuating thing. Don't get so set on numbers. This is more advanced stuff. I'm not gonna break down into that more. I just wanted that to be motivating the fact that I went from 3 accounts to 4K and then got up to 40K within 3 months past that. But even if you get your first payout, don't try to force the extra numbers. Just slowly add. Okay, I passed this one account and I got a payout. Okay, try to get max allocated with that firm. And then get another payout. And you're like, okay, now try to add another firm to your stack. Okay, maybe add another firm after that one. And then just keep building from there. So then when you blow accounts, it's not like, oh, shoot, I just tried to get max allocated with 40 firms and just blew them all. No, that's going to be mentally, and you're going to be blowing through money. Just take it one account, one firm at a time and keep building and just grow from there. But yeah, guys, honestly, if you made it this far, I'm extremely proud of you. This is a very hard skill to learn. As you can see, the markets are crazy. Like, it's crazy to think that you can literally get paid just for predicting this kind of stuff here. And really, guys, I'm proud of you. I really hope that every single one of y'all that are watching this video makes it. Comment down below so you can come back in the future and like write down that you got your first payout, or come back to this video when you get your first payout, or if you want to ask like any specific questions or like certain things you're struggling with, I can try to make videos on those, especially on the weekends when I got more free time. And yeah, guys, I'm really excited. I got some nice things coming out for y'all. Got some things I want to do. I'm definitely going to get more in depth on like the actual me, like connections and like actually being able to help y'all a little bit more. I think I can be a great insight for y'all due to my like just making money. I know like there's this huge stereotype against courses and selling courses, but courses aren't the problem. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, it's you. As much as that sounds, I can teach y'all anything. I can tell y'all exactly what to do. I can give you the whole blueprint. I can get you everything I've learned. I could give you my brain and you could still not make money. And that's the harsh reality. Like some people literally can't control their emotions. They can't control like over trading, over leveraging, just being dumb in the markets. Like you got to be disciplined. And that's why I always I think it's good to be disciplined in other areas of your life. Like you can't try to be disciplined in one aspect and then for 90% of your day, you're just undisciplined doing stupid things. I think you need to be dialed for everything in your life in order for this to be dialed. And I truly live by that, because if you're just a person that does what he says and lives by what he says and does not like say something and not do it, and you're just a very like 100% kind of guy and 100% kind of woman, or like if you're just all in on what you say, like, bro, you're going to make it. So you just have to give it time. Okay. Stop. It sucks because time is the most valuable resource, but like you either start now or you never do it and you'll never know. And you'll just regret that you never actually gave it a chance. Like I started trading in 2024, 2023, maybe like beginning of 2024 or late 2023 is when I found it. I was in college and it was over the summer, and I saw TGR's first video, that motivating video. I think we've all probably watched it, the first video of his boot camp. And I saw this and I was like, here's this kid. I didn't look at him and be like, oh, he just got lucky. Oh, whatever. I saw this kid that made it in life and wanted to push others to be better, like that wanted others to succeed and truly, was genuine. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, if he could do it, who says I can't? If he could do it, why can't I? And I started grinding. And honestly, people around me didn't understand what I was doing. Didn't really think it was even possible. I was still going to college. But in the back of my mind, I always knew that this is what I wanted to do and this is what I was going to do. And I didn't want to do anything else but this. And I really just kept grinding and grinding and grinding. And I just bet on myself. I said, you know what? People go to college for 4 years to make $80,000 a year. I can make that in a month. I just have to give this time. Like the actual like profit toward, like you're going to waste your 4 years at college anyways. I'm so thankful I went to college because I had a great time with my friends and just like hanging out, and the vibes and all that was immaculate. And honestly, it was worth the money purely for how much fun it was. But Like, dude, you really got to lock in. You really got to put in the time and the hours. I was putting in 6 hours a day, if not more, on this stuff. I was trading market open. I was analyzing my trades, going over. I was only taking one market open, if any. And then I was back testing for like 4 to 5 hours so I could really get the grind in. And then I was also journaling and writing and how I could do better on those trades. I have proof in my Discord. Speaking of Discord, that is what I'm going to drop in the future. I'm waiting until after summer vacation. After my wife, she gets a month off, so I'll be traveling a lot. And I don't want to make y'all pay for something that I can't be 100% in there for y'all. And then after that, I'm going to open that up for y'all where y'all can be with me market open. And then also I would go over your trades after the morning and I'll analyze most of y'all's trades. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to get to all of them if there's a lot of people in the Discord, but I'll try to do my best. And you can also just post them in there. And then like just throughout the day, maybe I can just respond to them throughout the day and just like give y'all extra help. And then also, obviously, I'm going to have like coaching sessions in there and like, drop some knowledge and stuff. And I'll yap to y'all pre-market and then post-market for like a couple hours. And yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be interesting. I've never really coached before. I'm trying to coach my friend right now to get his first payout, but we'll see where that goes, see how that happens and see where it comes from. But I think he's going to do well. He's on his first funded account right now. He's been pretty disciplined in the fact of like one trade a day, win or loss, get off. Really like that. He's going to just have to learn discretion and like just getting used to reading market and figuring out drawing liquidity. But like that just comes through market knowledge and staring at these charts for hours. And yeah, guys, dragging this video on. Hopefully y'all have a blessed one. If y'all want to buy any accounts with Tradeify, I have a code with them, code Caden. I think they're really good for beginners, the select accounts or, advanced traders. I think they're amazing. They have the best live account in the game. Once you get moved to live with them, it's absolutely phenomenal. I've been live with them. I ended up blowing them, trying to get those back currently. Code Caden gets you 40% off. I recommend the 50K select accounts. Go with the daily payouts, run them up, get a bag. But yeah, guys, don't think about the money. Think about taking high quality setups every single day. Get off, repeat. You give it time, it will work for you. I promise. But you have to learn from your mistakes. Y'all have a good one. God bless.